today's class, I'm going to quickly revise the whatever you learned in the previous class. So let's quickly have a recap of the meaning of the word percent. Okay, so percent means it is PER and CENT. Okay, cent means actually the meaning is 100. Look at these words century that contains a CENT, cent, which means 100 years. You know that a cent is 100 of a dollar, which means if you take $1, how many cents are there? You know that 100 cents, right? 100 cents are there. Therefore, here a cent is 100 part of a dollar. In Mexico, a centavo, again you see that here CENT is 100 of a peso. Just like in United States, how we use dollars, in the same way in Mexico the currency is peso. Probably you might be knowing this one. That is equals to one centavo. What does it mean? Because in US $1 equals to 100 cents. In the same way, in Mexico 1 peso equals to 100 centavo. Okay, so the bottom line is here. Cent means 100. Cent means 100. So when they say that per cent, per cent, okay, if you read this one separately as per and cent separately, which means it is out of 100. Out of 100. So let's say that if I say that 25, and you know about this symbol percent. When I say this one, it is 25 per cent. I'm separating this one like this. So 25% means it is 25 out of 100. So why do we use this percent means the reason is in case if you are given, let's say that two fractions two fractions, okay. An example is let's say that you got maybe in English literature in English literature you got 17 out of 20, and in math you got maybe 22 out of 25 points. So if you look at these numbers, here you lost 3 points, and here in math also you lost 3 points. So can you say that in English and math you got the same kind of scores? So let's check. In my previous class, I discussed with you that if there is a fraction, in order to convert this one into decimal, you have to multiply the given fraction by 100 and then put the percentage symbol. So if you take the butterfly method, in butterfly method, you can divide 100 by 20. You can divide 100 by 20. So how many times means it is 5 times. So 20 times 1 and 20 times 5. So 17 times 5, you know that it is 85. Therefore, you got 85% in English literature. And when it comes to math, in math, you got 22 out of 25. Just like the previous question, let me multiply the given fraction by 100 and then put the percent symbol. You know, 22 over 25 times 100 means let's take the butterfly method, then 100 divided by 25, That gives me that 25 ones, 25 fours. So this is 88%. 88%. So initially, when you saw the question, you thought in English literature, 17 out of 20 means you lost 3 points, and in math also you lost 3 points. So it appears that both the scores seems to be the same score. That means the performance in both the subjects seems to be same. But when you converted these two values into percentages, and how can you say that this is really authentic? Because when I say 85%, it is 85 over 100, and here 88 over 100. Both are having the same denominator, therefore I can say that it is accurate to compare. But in my first case, like if you are asked to compare, like 17 over 20, 17 over 20, and next 22 over 25, then which is larger means we can't say that because the denominators are different. Okay, does it make sense? And one more thing, that why we are multiplying by 100 means, you know, uh, I'll explain why I am multiplying by 100%. Uh, Suppose if you are given a number, let's say that you are given some 5, and if you multiply by 1, still the result is the same, there is no change. So, if any value is, my bad, if any value is multiplied by 1, still the result is same. You can take any number for that matter. So when you multiply by 1, still you'll end up with the same result. Now, if I'm taking a fraction, say that some maybe 12 over 25, 12 over 25. Suppose if you are taking 12 over 25 times, if I multiply by 1, you know that it's not going to affect my whatever the number I have taken, let it be a number or a fraction. You know that there is an invisible denominator 1. There's an invisible denominator 1. So 1 over 1, it makes no difference. Well, suppose if I take 10 over 10, 10 over 10, it is nothing but 1 again. 10 over 10, that gives me 1. So if I multiply by 1, there is no change at all. Instead of 10 over 10, if I multiply by 100 over 100, still 100 divided by 100 equals to 1. As you know that if any value multiplied by 1, still it remains the same. Now, the same thing I am writing as 12, my bad, let me use the blue color again. So here, if I take 12 over 25 and look at this part, 100 over 100, 100 over 100 means it is nothing but this one I can say that 100, 100 per cent is 100%, right? So I'm multiplying 100%. You know what is the meaning of percent? Out of 100. Therefore, it is going to be 12 over 25 times 100% means that is 100% symbol. You know, this is a symbol of percentage. Therefore, if you are given a fraction, if you want to compute what is the percentage means, just simply multiply the given fraction by 100, 100%. So I'm sure that you know how to do the multiplication. I already explained that. You go for butterfly method. 100 is divisible by 25. How many times means it is 4 times. 12 times 4, that gives me 48. percent. Okay, right. Any questions on this? So if you have any questions, you may send an email. And next, the same concept already discussed here. That is cent. Cent means 100. Cent means 100. So percent means it is per 100. The symbol, so here 30% means 30%. Okay. Then let's go to the next base. Uh, in case if you are given, okay, let me go back to the previous page. uh, just now I explained that suppose if you are given a fraction, say 30 over 10, how to convert this one into percentage. Just now I explained that simply you multiply the given fraction by 100%, blah blah blah. This is what we discussed, and you know how to cancel out 10 times 1, 10 times 10. Oh my, I think I have given a wrong fraction. Please let me clear off this one. Let's say that we are given 3 over 10 and express this as a percentage means you know that we multiply by 100%. Then in butterfly method, then 10 times 1, 10 times 10, so it is equal to 30%. This is what I explained. So here, what, oops, I'm sorry, you learned how to convert a given fraction, a fraction, a fraction to percentage. Whereas if you are working backwards, say percentage to a fraction, a fraction. This is pretty easy. Let's say that you are given 30%, 30%. Here, it is really interesting, that this one is the symbol of percentage. Therefore, can I write this one as 30%? Hmm. So, you know what is the meaning of per and cent? Therefore, it is equal to 30 per cent. Cent means 100. You know that cent means 100. So 30 over 100. If the last digit is 0, you may strike the numerator and denominator. Therefore, you are left with 3 over 10. Please check that when 30% is given, then I got 3 over 10 here. And see that when 3 over 10 is taken, we got 30%. So backwards, if I'm working, yes, it's working. So here 30% means 3 over 10, and the first one on the left side, 3 over 10 equals to 30%. So let's go to the next page. Here I'm taking, yeah, the same example is given. If a percentage is given, how to get it means simply you write the number 30 and take the denominator as 100. That's it. Again, a quick recap. In case if you are given a fraction, how to write in terms of percentage means you may multiply with some number so that the denominator turns to be 100. Let's say that 1/4. With what value I have to multiply the denominator means you may think with what value I have to multiply so that 4 times what value gives 100. This is one method. You know that it is 25 and 25. We get 4 times 25, that gives me 100. 1 times 25, that is 25 or 100, which is equals to 25%. But this method may not be adopted every time. Because if you are given 1 over 7 and with what times I have to multiply, like 7 times what number gives me 100 means, oh my gosh, it's not easy to guess. It's not easy to guess. So, in such case, what I personally prefer is instead of adopting this method, just now I told you that what are the fraction is given, just multiply, just multiply by 100%. This is what I told you. Again, I'm repeating, whatever the fraction is there, whatever the fraction is there, just you multiply by 100. This is a great technique to find the percentage. Whatever the fraction is given, that is to be multiplied by 100, then you get that the percentage. Okay, right. Any questions on this? So if you have any questions, please email. Next, going to one of the real life applications. You delete 7 or 8 of the pictures on a digital camera. You know, in our daily life, we come across these kind of situations. Like, I know that there are too many emails my inbox. Likewise, in my phone also, just like I have taken a lot of selfies and I shot some pictures, blah blah blah. And when I checked, my mobile shows that it is some 2,370 photos and 1,000 videos, 1,000, approx 1,000 videos. There is not enough memory to store the rest of the documents. So I decide to delete. In the same way here, this guy is having a situation to he deleted. Okay, here it's mentioned that you. So let's say that it's me or you delete 7/8 of a picture on a digital camera. What percent of the pictures did you delete? So always I prefer to write in detail everything. Uh, pics deleted deleted equals to 7 or 8. And another thing is, I personally like to write the idea or the rule always, whatever the fraction is given, in order to express as a percentage, I have to multiply with the 100%. So when you write this way, it reminds you again and again, and you will never forget the procedure part. You know, while learning math, there are two things. One is conceptual understanding, and the second one is the procedural. Both are important. You don't learn anything blindly, and always ask yourself why you are doing a particular task. That is, if you are learning only the procedure and if you don't know what is the concept behind that, you will be lost. And if you learn the concept and if you are computing everything mentally, that is also not correct. You are expected to show the procedure how you got. So you are expected to show the thought process also, how you got the answer. So by the way, here I'm computing here. A fraction is given 7 or 8. So if you want to get percentage, this is to be multiplied. This is to be multiplied by 100. 100%. There are two ways. One is always I prefer to go by butterfly method. That
It's
is,
8 o'clock.
oops, this is one way uh, to cancel out. So 100 divided by 8 means, in case if you can't cancel completely, no issue. 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 25, that gives me 100. And next, 7 over 2, that gives me 3.5. You may make use of calculator if necessary. This one times 25. So let me multiply really quick. 25 times 3.5. So 5 times 5, it is 25. Then 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. And let me leave purposefully one digit here. 3 times 5, it is 15. Then 1 is there. Then 3 to 6 plus 1, 7. Then let me add 5, 7, and 8. Please notice that while writing, take utmost care to write a digit under the digit. You see that here 5 and 0 are written in one column, 2 and 5, 1 and 7. So you have to be really careful while computing these kind of things. Let it be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. You write the digits one under the other. And here 3.5 means after decimal one digit. In 25, no digits, no decimal places. So when I sum up, please remember when you are multiplying, you have to sum up the number of decimal places. So one digit. Don't forget when you are placing that decimal point, you have to count from back. So it is 87.5. So just now I multiplied 3.5 times 25. I got 87.5. My bad, I forgot to carry this percentage symbol. So the answer is 87.5. Not only that, I strongly recommend you to describe what you got. I do math means not only the calculations. Whatever the answer is, whatever the answer you got, you should express and you should explain what it is. So what percent means I can say that 87.5 pics. You can see the question. What percent of the pictures did you delete? Therefore, 87.5% of pics are deleted. Pics are deleted. Okay. So when you make this statement this way, that makes complete sense. Okay. Any questions on this? Right. So I will assign some questions now. Okay, let me take a question. Let's say that question 5. Write the fraction as percent. So these questions I want you to try all these questions. So as I told you before, let's say that we are taking question 5. It is 31 over 50. 31 over 50. When you are solving a problem, okay, always, as I suggested before, you write the rule or condition. Okay, so if there is a fraction, there is a fraction. In order to transform this one into percentage, just simply multiply by 100%, right? The same thing here, multiply by 100%, and I'm not going to continue this one. I expect you to continue. And the rest of the questions also. The rest of the questions also, I want you to try on your own. Okay? So let's quickly jump to the next page. So let's go to the next page. And what is wrong in this one? Here, error analysis. Look at the question, if there is any mistake or not. So if I were you, I personally prefer to not look at this one. So let me, if I'm given 225%, and how to solve this one means, you know, percent. Look at this symbol. That shows that it is we have to take percent, which means out of 100 out of 100. Then further, 225 divided by 100 means if I have quarters in my pocket, then if you want to learn 25 table, that's the easiest way. So 100 divided by 25 means how many quarters makes 100 means you know that that is 4. In the same way, how many quarters makes 225 means that you can compute and you can say that 9 over 4. This is the final answer. Now, then I check step by step. Then I check step by step. Uh, is 225, then is it matching with the, oh, there the mistake is. I see that in my computation 100 is the denominator, but in the given problem I see that 1000 is the denominator. That's the mistake, that's the mistake. And I ended up with 9 over 4, 9 over 4, but I see that in the given answer it is 9 over 40. So once when you solve the problem, then you can compare how you have done and how the given question is, so that easily you can analyze what the mistake or what the error is. Just you can compare your working and you can check where the mistake is. And next, okay, let me take the next one. Of the students in your class, 12% are left-handed. 12% are left-handed. What fraction? Okay, so now I have to convert percent to fraction. That's the question is. So first of all, I have to design a roadmap and I have to plan. Well, 12% is the given value, and you know how to read this symbol. This is percent, which means 12 out of 100. Now let me think, by what value can I divide both the numerator and denominator? You need not think of large numbers, even you can start with small values like 2 if you are not sure with what value to divide. So 12 divided by 2, that gives me 600 divided by 2, that gives me 50. And again I have to think, can I divide the numerator and denominator by any value? I know that again I can divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So what will I get means it is 6 divided by 2, that gives me 3. 50 divided by 2, that gives me 25. Now can I divide 3 and 25 by any value means the answer is no. So already we expressed the fraction in its lowest terms. And next you are asked to write the mixed numbers as percentage. First of all, you know how to convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions, like 6 3 over 20. I'll take one question. We multiply, and then we add this one. Therefore, uh, 20 times 6, 100. 20 times 6, that is 120. 120 plus 3, 123 over 20. Now the question is, you are asked to express, these values as percent. These values as percent. So you know that how to convert a fraction to a percent. A percent. I'm not going to explain further because the fraction, the given fraction is to be multiplied by 100%. Already we discussed that earlier. Okay. If you have any questions, please send an email.